Skinbone. I help start some of their careers with social media. I like to tell people I own the internet, so all of the viral moments and everything that y'all saw, I help curate some of the mastermind plays behind that. We're gonna get into some topics, some conversation. I want y'all to be engaging, transparent. This is a safe space to say whatever it is you need to say. Like Mr. Moore said, we got a strong panel up here. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. And then we're gonna touch on some stuff that black men go through, especially being from the city of Chicago. So we'll start down there. Go ahead, introduce yourself and let the people know who you are.
What's the word, y'all? My name is Antoine Gasson. Y'all probably know me as Big Twan from the Chicago Be Like series. You know, I also do motivational mentoring. I'm from the South Side, born and raised, Inglewood. Grandma had the same number 50 years. Had a lot of obstacles to overcome coming from the inner city. But I'm doing it and I'm living a good life, seeing my kids grow up, man. It's a beautiful thing. I'm gonna pass it on.
Give our brother a round of applause. My name is Brother Kadir Hakeem, also known as Golden Child. I'm in the community, do a lot of community work. I'm an artist, I rap, I sing, I do poetry. I'm a member of the Nation of Islam, and I'm just excited to be in front of the young soldiers.
My name is Lieutenant Q, born and raised in CG for life. That's Cabrini Green if you guys don't know about it. So I'm straight from these streets for real. Got a lot of information to bring to you. I like to dig deep into it and give y'all an opportunity to speak your mind.
My name is LaShawn O'Hara. I am actually the laboratory coordinator for the phlebotomy program here at Malcolm X. And I'm going to take some time to speak to you all about some community issues that we have, violence, gun violence. Before this position I have now, I held the position as autopsy supervisor for the Cook County Medical Examiner's Office. So we'll have a good discussion about some things with that.
For sure. So, we're going to touch on topics like violence, education, police, drug abuse, and different things like that. At the end of this discussion, we are going to give you the opportunity to ask us some questions or ask this panel some questions. So please be prepared to engage. Think about some stuff that you've gone through personally that you may want to ask this panel. Again, this is about engagement. We want to give you what we have, but we will also want to learn from you as well. So again, the topics are violence, education, police, drug abuse. Big Twan, I want you to start us off and kick us off. Give us a little bit of your story and help them understand how they can overcome.
Okay, so in 2009, first of all, that was the year my first son was born, September 27th. But June of that year, my brother was convicted for murder of a police officer, where he's now serving a 125-year sentence. Now, that incident that transpired for that to happen, someone shot at our mother's car. So out of anger, he went back and he retaliated, and he ended up in a situation. So most of y'all, I know y'all thinking like, man, I gotta get my lick back, or I'm upset and I gotta react. But sometimes that reaction can cost you your life. You know, that was like a 10-minute situation, and now he's gone. You know what I mean? He's incarcerated. And, I had to deal with a lot with that mentally. Like, it broke me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all heard a song past that my brother went to prison, half me died. So like, I went through that, bro, and it was a lot of dark times. I was a good kid, honor student, played ball down the street from D Rose, like I'm 62nd in Palani, from 72nd in Marshfield. So like, I had a lot of chance and opportunities to do different things, and I don't know, it consumed me, bro. It took a lot for me. I met corporate, changed my life, bro. It took a lot for me to overcome those things. It wasn't easy. I had people to talk about me, laugh at me, oh, you ain't on nothing. But it's like now, on the back end of that, I'm on the #1 show on YouTube. I'm probably gonna buy my mother and my grandmother a house before they leave this earth. It's like, I'm doing things that I never thought I would do just by making a choice, bro. And it wasn't easy, but when I tell y'all, bro, it was real members that came and told me, like, bro, we proud of what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could have made that decision, but some of them too far gone. And bro, we trying to catch y'all before y'all get there. I really wish y'all would fill in and like get this front row vibe. Like, y'all should take this
move
serious,
up a little
you
bit.
know what I'm saying?
Everybody move up. We family. We don't fight.
Like, take this serious, because some of y'all might be faced with similar situations, bro. And life always, life is probably some of y'all in here right now that have been through a lot of stuff and don't know how you gonna come out. All I can do is tell you is to, keep the faith first, move with genuine intentions, and like, The world is yours, bro. You don't have to make those decisions. I understand someone else grew up in it where your grandmother and them, your auntie and them was in it. You can be the difference, bro. You can break the cycle. It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be a cakewalk, you know what I mean? But like, if you really want better, bro, you really want a better lifestyle, it's possible. And like, I'm an example of that, bro. I came from the exact trench. I've been shot before. I done sold drugs. I did everything, bro. Even with the scam, I know the scamming is the new thing. I had a homie, bro, back in the day. I'm going where I'm going. Y'all know Rondo number 9. His daddy cut my hair. He like, man, Twan, I know that money good. He like, leave it alone. I listen, bro. And the same dude I taught to do shit went to jail, bro. Like, this was years ago. Like, look, I would have been right there with him, bro. Like, I had even my little brother. I would have been with him when they got the 100 years, bro. But I was at my baby mama's house doing what I was supposed to do with the kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just about making those decisions and recognizing it's gonna be tough, but we already got, you know, we black men and we already got to be faced with a lot of stuff. Y'all gotta be the next leaders, bro. And when you be different, you'll be surprised how many people go come and follow you. Like, y'all might think like, oh, that ain't cool. But the same ones who's doing it will come up to you like, man, bro, that's some real shit going on here. Do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have a passion being tough or being this. No, I was hooping, bro. I don't got no options. I go to any neighborhood, walk through video around, recording, just ain't nothing happen. Like, just like, no, I ran my life up like this. I made certain moves, bro. I was always there with I was respectful. I treat the janitor like I treat the CEO. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta really get that mindset. And then entitlement, like, ain't nobody will give you nothing, bro. Nothing's gonna come out the sky and just sprinkle down these programs, these resources, these young men that you got that's trying to pour into you. Take this serious, bro. It's not a joke, bro. You know what I mean? And that's I'm gonna pass it on because I'll be all day talking to y'all. But I love y'all. I appreciate all the support y'all give me. And we got a lot more to come for the city, bro. I want to see y'all there. I don't want to see y'all in no trouble or in no news, you know what I mean? So y'all stay focused, bro. Love.
Shout out to Big Twan. I hope y'all heard that story. His brother's doing 125 years for a decision and help y'all understand how important the decisions you make in real time can change your life. So we got to take the time to make sure that we think about everything that we do and the things that are going to affect us and our family. I know we like to get our lick back, like you said. We got ops. People don't like us. We don't like them. But at the end of the day, there's a bigger picture that we have to make sure that we look at. We are examples of coming from the same neighborhoods, the same situations that y'all come from. We all from the south side, or maybe west side of Chicago. West side of here? South side, sorry. We all from Chicago. I see y'all in the back. You know? We all from Chicago. We all struggle with the same things, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, where there is a will, there is a way. We can make it out of this situation if you decide to. It all starts with your mind state at the end of the day. So let's go to Golden. Golden, give these people a little bit of your story.
Yes, sir. How y'all doing? Y'all good? Yeah. So, yeah, man, I like to always start when I'm talking, not just to the youth, but to people in general, by starting with a story that a captain out of Baltimore, I'm in the Nation of Islam, so we got lieutenants, we got captains, we got squad leaders, it's a black military, if you will. But I was in the car with him, and he looked at me before he started talking, and he was like, he said, I can't trick you, man. He said, I can't fake with you. I can't lie to you. He said, you know too much, right? And that stuck with me because a lot of times growing up, you know, the big bros and the elders, they would talk to me like they knew me when I know they didn't know me, right? You young, you done been through some stuff, but you don't know me. We ain't even built a relationship for you to get to know me, right? So he said that to me, and I just want to say, you know, I'm not here to trick y'all. I'm not here to get over on y'all. I'm not here to pretend, because I know a lot of y'all, when y'all leave school, y'all in some environments where y'all got to pay attention to see who funny kicking it, right? To see who real, you know, to see who really standing on business and to see who really faking. So my objective today is really just to be your brother, man, and be as transparent as I possibly can so that you feel like you can talk to me, because I'm not trying to talk down on you. I'm just telling you I'm here to be your brother. So I was born in Aurora, which is about an hour out of Chicago, Illinois. At the age of 6, I moved to Chicago. I was on 51st and Peoria. I went to a elementary school called Graham Elementary. You know, we was in there, you know, same, you know, elementary public school, like, you know, getting into fights, talking crazy, you know, going home, you know, paying attention sometime to class, maybe not oftentimes. My mom, single parent at home, doing all that she could, you know, to help raise 5 of us, you know, by herself. After that, moved from 51st and Peoria to 113th in St. Lawrence. I went to Pullman Elementary, getting into fights, you know, same mode. I was always some type of leader, But you know, just my ability to focus in class was challenged because of what I was going home to after I left school, right? So, you know, getting into fights, my mom was like, you know, we gotta get you up out of this environment, man, because I know I'm not raising you to be no, buck wild savage, but it just seemed like you always getting into something. So we moved from there, and then she put me in Muhammad University of Islam, and that's the Nation of Islam school. And that was the first school that I went to where I really saw like real men with discipline and structure. In the other schools, you know, we could wear what we want, we could talk how we want, the teacher tried to get us in line, we was clowning the teacher, roasting the teacher in the back of the class, you know, the whole nine. I went to Muhammad University of Islam, they like, no, you gotta put on a suit. Hold on, what, a suit? What you talking about, right? You gotta put on a suit. We had to walk in lines in the class, in the school. We couldn't raise our voice. There wasn't no going back and forth with the teacher. Back in that time, it was something called corporal punishment. That was a long time ago. But if you was acting up, your parents gave consent for you to get paddled, right? So that's a fact. I'm gonna just keep it undone with you, right? Because I mean, you know, listen, man, we young, we got a lot of energy, we wanna test each other, we wanna challenge the authority. So we was in there, and you know, when I got in trouble, let my mom know, hey, I got paddled, I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. Put that fire on me. But after that, because they loved me, it just wasn't the paddle. He would whisper in my ear and tell me why. You know, he would take me with him. We would go out to eat. You know, we would go walk through the community. He would talk about certain things that he went through so that I could listen to him and say, okay, maybe I shouldn't take this route in life. Now, a big thing the teachers always would ask us is, what do you want to do in life? And I did not have no answer for them every time they asked me, right? I'm gonna keep it honest with you. They kept on asking, and I got tired of not having an answer, so I said, you know what? I want to be a heart surgeon, right? Knowing I ain't want to be no heart surgeon, right? I went and got a book from the library written by Ben Carson, right? Did some research and found out he was a heart surgeon. I came to the school with the heart surgeon book that I never read, and when they asked me what I wanted to be, I said, I want to be a heart surgeon, man. You know, I got this book right here. I want to be a heart surgeon. But never read the book and really didn't have no interest in being a heart surgeon. I just got tired of asking me what I wanted to do, and I didn't have no answer, right? I'm just keeping 100 with you. So as time went on, they realized I wasn't really serious. But my dean told me, hey man, what you think about trades, man? What you think about trades? What you think about being an electrician? What you think about being a welder, right? What you think about, doing carpentry? I did some research. And I said, I don't know what I want to do in life, but I know that if I get into these trades, I can make a decent amount of money, provide for my family, within a few years, take care of my family, and I got into the trades. So I got into the trades, graduated, became a welder, started making money, taking care of the family. But on that journey, I decided that I wanted to do music because my father, and I'm getting ready to wrap this up, my father rapped with Jay-Z and DMX in a tour called Backstage, right? So he was in there, he was a brother in an orange suit in the cypher rapping with Jay-Z and DMX. Saw my father do his thing, and as I got older, I said, I wanted to hop off into hip-hop. Make a long story short, within a few years, I amassed a decent following on social media. But because I was in the nation and I had big brothers and I had structure to snatch me away from getting caught up in the trench, I decided to use my music and my platform to put a positive message out. And I'm just your brother, man, from the trench, from the community, using music to uplift our community and our people. So yeah, that's it.
For sure. After this is over, make sure y'all get his information up so y'all can see how cold he is on the rap side. Lieutenant, talk to these boys.
Like I said, I'm born and raised in Cabrini Green. I've been around violence my entire life, still to this day. And I will tell you this, I have seen more people shot, killed, stabbed, dismembered in my lifetime than the average guy in Vietnam. Fact and documented, right? After seeing all the carnage and going through all of this and doing CPR on babies who've been shot and killed, after seeing y'all in the streets, things happening to y'all and realizing y'all can have access to opportunities. 5 years I decided that I'm gonna stop all, I don't wanna hear nobody talk no more. I'm all about action. I took my own money 5 years ago and paid for kids to go through our program. To this day, I put 550 kids through this program, 185 single moms. And 14 homeless kids. To this day, We put $9.5 million back in the black community in employment with brothers and sisters that look just like y'all. Facts. Here's what y'all don't understand. You know, most people talk at y'all and they never talk to y'all. We here to talk to y'all. We here to say, hey, here's some opportunities. You know, here's some things you can be doing. And I'm gonna tell this quick story. I'm a former police officer, and I got 36 years on the Chicago Fire Department, so I've been around a long time. I'm not gonna be killed on the block. But my sons got stopped by the police one day and they got harassed real bad. They called me up, they said, man, the police did this, you. And they were upset, they wanted to do something. I said, let me ask you a question. I said, what do you want me to do? What do you want to do? He said, man, we need to do something. I said, what do you want to do? You know, he said, well, you should be telling, well, I mean, what you think we should do? I said, I think you should go in the police department. I said, I think if you is that serious about making change, become one. Both of my sons are Chicago police officers to this day. I said, you want to get even? You get on the police department, you go to your Internal Affairs unit, and every dirty cop out here, you dedicate your life to punishing them. Anytime you see them doing something wrong or they hit somebody, you go out, right? That's how you make change. You make change from the inside, not from the outside. We could be outside complaining all day, but until we get inside, we ain't never gonna have no voice. I'm here to get you inside that door. Whether it's police, fire, EMS, trust me, we make a lot of guap. Real talk. I got 19, 20 years old kids right now making 100 grand through my program. Facts. On their second and third buildings they're purchasing. So when you go through our program, it's huge. It's just not about, you know, you just coming through a program. You getting paid, you get your degree, you're getting paid while you're getting your degree, and you're not even sitting in the actual classroom setting. You know what I'm saying? So there's a great opportunity here. I'm here to provide an opportunity for you. I'm here to show you that there's a different way and there's a better way. And trust and believe, I've seen it all and done it all. I've been a part of everything, whether it was E2, 9/11, 6/9 West Washington, every major tragedy around the world, I respond to. I'm on a national response team. So there ain't nothing I've seen. These eyes can never see what they've seen in my lifetime. And I know you guys have seen a lot in your lifetime. Not half is what I've seen. But let's not make you see any more. Let's let you make that change. Thank you.
Let's go.
Yes, I think Terry handed everybody a sheet from the Black Fire Brigade. Everybody got one? And if you don't have one, we'll get you one.
How many of y'all would like to make $100,000 a year? Okay, I see some hands up, so we got some interest around good. Go ahead, sir, we're gonna let you wrap it. Then make sure y'all prepare with y'all questions. We're gonna go real quick. If you have any questions, I want y'all to get them ready. Bring them to the forefront. We'll answer them to the best of our ability, all right? Let's work.
I'm going to start it out with a question. When I say 20,000, what do you all think I'm talking about? Anybody just? People. It is people. But 20,000 dead people. That is the amount of dead bodies that I have been in contact with in my life. And many of them look just like you all. And I can tell you right now that it's not a video game. It's not a music video. We hear stories. I'm sure if I ask everybody, just raise your hand, everybody that knows someone who has been a victim of gun violence again. And what you all fail to see a lot of times is the people behind that, the mothers that suffer, the brothers and sisters, the fathers, the grandparents. The fact that a lot of young people are killed in the city of Chicago and their families don't even have money to bury them. This is real. You know, we are living in a time now where our society, our neighborhoods are under siege. And a lot of people are saying you all are the problem when you all are not the problem.
That's right.
A lot of people are putting this on you. You know, how many of you all have ever seen that mystical truck that pulls up in your neighborhood and drop off guns? How many of you all actually know where cocaine is produced at? Not sold, but produced.
Teach.
Do you understand that these things are not in our community?
These things are brought to our community and they are using you all to utilize it.
Right.
And at the end of the day, it's not their mothers, it's not their grandmothers, it's not their wives, their children that are standing outside of the medical examiner's office right down the street wondering, how am I going to have a decent burial for my loved one? I'm telling you all that the reason why there are so many pitfalls put in place for you all is because you all are one of the most feared out here. You can do anything, you can be anybody. But the first person that needs to understand that is yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, then you can't get mad if no one else believes in you. And the thing about it is this. It's an old saying that says, I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. Well, I'd rather not be in that equation, period. You know, I don't want to be judged by 12 or carried by 6. If I have to be involved in that, let me be the judge sitting behind that passing the sentence, not the one taking it. So I just want to take a time to tell all you young brothers that you matter.
Right.
You matter and you are important. You know, no matter how society may make you feel, no matter how people may try to talk down to you, the only time I can call each one of you in here anything in the world, but you are not that unless you answer. So therefore, regardless of what someone tries to label you as, you make your own label. And whatever that label that you apply to yourself, please, please work hard to maintain. And make it a positive label, not something that people can turn around and say, yeah, he's fitting the profile. Because, hey, in my opinion, we don't have a profile. Our profile is kings and queens, rulers and scholars, not thugs and hoopers. So I just want you all to understand that it's not just, your actions don't just affect you. Your actions affect your family, your actions affect your community. And right now, what we're doing here is showing you that even outside of your own home, there are people that care about you. And please take advantage of it. Thank you.
Heavy stuff. Y'all matter. We got time for a couple questions?
Yes, we have time for a couple of questions.
Anybody? A couple questions real quick.
Be honest and direct. Stand up and
So stand up for me. Make sure you use your voice, pronunciate. Let us hear you. Okay, we got a mic coming to you.
My name is Nick, and my question is for the one in the suit.
Yes, sir.
My question was, because you said your father, he used to do music with Jay, you know. And me as an artist, like, you know, I go through all types of difficulties as an artist and everything. I'm actually getting out of my publisher the other side feet. So was there any like hardships or anything you wouldn't show father face, and any advice you could give to me?
Yeah, anything worth value is gonna come with a difficulty factor, man. I'm telling you right now. So if it's valuable and it's worth it, don't expect for it to be easy. Get that out your head right now. I'm telling you right now. Because it's the struggles and it's the trials and it's the mistakes and it's the pitfalls that allow you to develop the character, right, to be the man that you want to be. What's happening is a lot of our young soldiers in the community, we talented, man. That's why they're coming in the community, pulling you from the trench, put $500,000 behind you because they know how powerful you are. Not 500,000, 2 million, 3 million. They know how powerful you are. Oftentimes we don't. So we take crumbs. $1 million to them is nothing. They make it billions, right? But this is what's happening. They created the project. That's just the truth, right? They set up the trench to be the way it looked, right? They dropping the guns off, putting the cocaine. They say, all you gotta do is tell the people the story that you living in the trench that I created for you, right? So now, boom, you young, 15, 16, 17, 18, you're gonna give me $500,000 just to tell my story, right? Now what they gonna do is not only give you that advance, but they gonna put millions of dollars behind you to put you on the billboards, put your music videos out, put you in the magazine. Now a whole bunch of young soldiers that come from the same trench that you come from gonna try to do exactly what it is that you did because you got $1 million killing, murdering, scamming, drug dealing. You see what I'm saying? But the thing is, now you got $1 million. You can move to Calabasas. You can move around with security. Chances of you dying or getting shot is slim to none. But if these young soldiers who ain't got $1 million do exactly what you did, where they going? They dying or they going to jail? You hear what I'm saying? So you are powerful and they know how powerful you are. So what you got to do is go through the struggles and not be so thirsty to take their little change and their crumbs and develop a platform for yourself so that you can do what you want. You know how many artists I talk to that say, man, I'm in this deal, man, I want to do something positive. I'm tired of us dying, I'm tired of us killing each other. But the label telling me I can't do nothing positive. You see what I'm saying? That go to show you that they know how powerful y'all are. They know the influence that you got, but I'm not gonna let you with all this influence them to be positive and intelligent, right? Because crime pays. As long as you killing each other, the people on the ambulance gonna make money. As long as you killing each other, the police gonna make money. As long as you killing each other, the judges and the lawyers that we gotta pay gonna make money. You see what I'm saying? Because crime pays. So you, powerful you, gotta go through all of the struggles, man. Baby done reached out to me, little baby in the DM. Kevin Gates done reached out to me, he in the DM. And this is with me with my suit and my bow tie, telling men to be upstanding, righteous men in character. I'm telling you that because a lot of us look up to them, but don't feel like we could do nothing positive and be successful. Struggle, do your research, read your books, do exactly what you just did. Stand up, ask questions so that you can sharpen this mind. Because this generation, we feel this, we ready to go. A lot of us trained to go, but we not wise. So we ready to jump off the porch for something goofy. You see what I'm saying? But are you ready to jump off the porch to build your community, to take care of your family, to show men how to walk, how to talk, how to shake a man's hand, look him in his eye, how to build a business, how to get into real estate? You see what I'm saying? So go through the struggle, keep on asking questions, and don't let nobody, give you no money to control your life. You see what I'm saying? Love you, big bro.
I hope y'all took that in. We got time for one more question. Stand up, give us your name, give us your question.
Hello, my name is William Thomas, and my question was about gun violence. But for me, I have many family members, like I just lost 2 people on my mom's side because of a shooting. Now, one having a baby, the baby's fine. Now my family are taking care of it. He is now 4 years old. He has no idea what happened. Now, he's going through a rough time. He won't be able to see his 5-year-old brother again because he'll be graduating to a different school. So yeah, do you have any advice to how to keep my brother safe from all this trouble and violence? Because I don't want them to have to grow up in an unsafe neighborhood.
One of the things you gotta do is open and free its mind. So sometimes you gotta, at 4 years old, you should be taking him to Lincoln Park Zoo, you should be taking him to Brookfield Zoo, you should be walking on the lakefront. You gotta keep that child's mind occupied. You gotta show him bigger and better things, right? You gotta put him in a positive light. You gotta visit a firehouse and let him be a child. Let him run around a firehouse, let him jump on a fire truck. You gotta let a kid grow up and be a kid. And you gotta occupy your mind where it stays positive.
Right.
And also, I'm gonna piggyback on that. And just basically what he's saying, just expose them to different things, bro. And the environment, sometimes you gotta get away from certain situations. Everybody's not capable, you might not be able to move, but be intentional about being around good people. Staying around that positive energy, bro, that count. And I hate that you have to go through that when you're young, you trying to figure out how to keep them safe, bro. It's just take your time, bro. Stay focused, stay positive, stay prayed up. And that's all I say.
One last thing I want to say is that young men, do not be afraid to say, I need help.
Right.
Do not be ashamed to say, I don't feel well. And I'm not talking about physically, emotionally. Your emotional and your mental health are just as important as your physical health. And we as young African Americans are taught to internalize our feelings. It's not real. We only have 2 classifications. You're either crazy or sane. That's not the way it goes. The only thing crazy is needing help and not asking for it.
Yes, sir.
So, that last question.
On a real, I feel like I can be honest, and I don't mean to be negative, but I got a genuine question.
No, be transparent. We want to hear it.
So I feel like we've had 1,000 panel talks, we had 1,000 marches, and we had 1,000 assemblies, but it feels like what's really the big picture? Like what's the end goal? I feel like just like how we got history, Byron got history too. It looks like it's wrapping up anytime soon. I just feel like 1,000 more panel talks and 1,000 more marches ain't really solving the problem. So it's like, what's really the big picture? What's really the end goal? What are we really gonna do to wrap it up? Because as of right now, it don't really look like it's if anything, it's getting worse. And with the social media coming around, it's not doing nothing but popularizing it and making you seem cool for doing stuff like that. So like, I don't know, because I've been to a couple of these, and I just like I hear a lot, and it's all really important. Like I really take it in my mental. But it just never really answers that question of like what's really gonna happen. Like 10 years from now, what are we gonna do different to really wrap it up?
That's an amazing question.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna say, like one of the brothers up here said, it kind of start inside. It start with you, bro. You gotta be the change that you want to see. And you gotta get your brothers that surround you to get them to understand, like, no, we doing this. 5 years from now, I want to see this happen. 10 years from now, you want to see this happen. Like, I've lost people in the last week to gun violence. And I can't go to balloon releases no more because, it'll be a liability. So it's like, it's just about being intentional, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really, it's not easy. Like you said, if anything worth it, it's not gonna be easy. Y'all worth it, bro. Y'all the future. We getting old, bro. Y'all might be the next corporate. You might be the next golden child. You might be the next railroad. You might be the next firefighter. You might be the next coroner. But it's like, whatever your position gonna be, y'all gotta play these roles. Y'all can't be scared to step up, bro. When I was in fourth grade, I used to be like, I want to be Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. I had shit wrote down. This wasn't no me just talking and playing like I really wanted, and I moved like that. Through the trenches, through the hood, bro. They see me, he's young preacher. Y'all know Lizelle Osama, that's like my little brother. When that shit happen to change, I'll be safe. I know I can't stop him from doing certain shit. I can't save everybody, bro. You gotta try to save everyone. So that's my biggest battle, bro. It's like I have this conflict. I be mad as hell. Like, why they not listening? I'm telling them, I'm giving them the blueprint. They see what's going on. They see us coming. Why is it not this whole room should be filled up? It should be black men all through because we know we need it. But it's like, bro, it's an uphill battle, and I need you. I need you to be a part of my team to tell me and teach me new ways and different things. So you gotta just be that leader, bro. You gotta be that example. It start with you, bro. I'm telling you, nobody's gonna come and save us, bro. Nothing's gonna drop out the sky and happen, bro. I mean, that's the realest thing to tell you, bro. And I feel you when you say that. Like I've been around and heard, like even with these brothers, Seeds, probably different organizations that don't do the right thing, but they put out this image like they do. And it's like, man, who really comes to the trenches? I work for Heartland Alliance. I work for Advocate Christ. They talking about statistics, numbers. I'm sick, help. What the numbers? Y'all talking about the numbers? Like these people need, y'all got millions of dollars, but I don't see no partner YMCA services. It's like, it's tough, bro, but that's why you gotta step up, bro. I'm saying you might be the next Obama, you might be the next Malcolm X, bro. You just gotta do it, bro. You gotta get in there. You know what I mean? I feel you. I definitely felt what you said, bro. Now it's something I've been struggling with for years trying to figure out. But these good brothers and people like this, like brother
P.L. Moore.
Yeah, brother P.L. Moore. People put stuff together like this for a reason. He ain't doing it just because it looks good, it sounds good. He understands the importance of y'all future, bro. Y'all gotta recognize, bro, and stick together, bro. Stop all that pop shit, all that inherited internet beef. You know, some of y'all, I'm for this, I'm 300, ain't even involved with you. I'm gonna raise y'all right here, bro. And we went through shit, so y'all don't have to go through it. You ain't gotta be tough for nobody, bro. You ain't gotta prove nothing to nobody, bro. Be smart, be different. Corporate don't smoke, don't drink, don't do none of that. You know how he became my friend? He told me, he 100 pounds, he stood up and said, you have a family, you a king, they need you. Walked outside the door. I'm like, damn. Like, ain't no nigga where I'm from ever did that. I always had my way. I always did what I wanted. He's like, nah, but they need you, bro. Like, yo, people need y'all, bro. Y'all need it, bro. So I'm just saying that, I ain't gonna go, I'll go on and on, but I love y'all, bro.
Let me say something real quick, right? The difference between this panel and all the other panels you've probably seen, this panel came with access to opportunities, right? We came here offering. We came here to hear you. We came here to provide opportunities. We came here to help you where you need help. You know, we're meeting you where you at to take you where you need to go. That's the difference. I speak in panels all over the world now, and I understand 100% of what you said. And that's why when we stepped in this room, we had something to offer you, and we have something to offer you today.
So, the whole reason for this is I wanted to make sure y'all was providing feedback. I'm pressing for time right now, but I gotta if y'all have questions, I gotta get y'all in. Yeah. So if I gotta push something back to make sure y'all voice is heard, then that's just what I'm gonna do. So, brother, he got a question real quick?
Did they answer your question? Yeah, they answered. All right. Anybody else got any
No questions, y'all. Come on, I know y'all got stuff going on.
And the yellow right there, straight up the aisle. I saw you raise your hand, sir.
Hey, look, this is a safe space. This is an opportunity for you to get it off your chest, ask the questions. You have the resources and the professionals in the building. So make sure whatever is troubling you, whatever's on your mind, Even if it is, I've heard this a million times, you ask those questions. You guys are the leaders and the change makers. We need to hear you.
And let me say this is one of the rare opportunities and the rare times that people that look just like you, that's going through exactly what you're going through, can understand you. It's us in here. That's the point of putting this together. So please ask them questions. Please provide the feedback. Go ahead, sir.
I'm Tamaje Wells from Perspectives. And I'm from the west side of Chicago, in the North Lawndale neighborhood. And it's just, I see a lot of my friends die. Like, I seen my first killing, I seen somebody get their head blown off when I was 4 years old. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot of stuff I see. And when he was speaking on the crates being dropped off, I seen that personally through my neighborhoods. And me, my dad growing up selling drugs, I just seen it. And I grew up with my pops, and he taught me the way not to be like that. But, you know, I just want to ask y'all, like, how do y'all get through being mentally drained, like emotionally drained with the neighborhoods and the crime that we see in the just the killing and just the space that we're around, just being mentally drained, being down, not knowing what to do. Yeah.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 17 years old.
To ask that question, I think that is like so leader-esque and so bold. First of all, to understand that it is draining you, to understand that you have that going on in your environment, in your community. I'm gonna take a step back and I'm gonna allow my panelists to answer that, but I couldn't answer that. I couldn't ask that question in high school. I wasn't at that level mentally to accept that I got this going on and be able to voice that in a room full of people. I don't know if y'all really understand what I'm saying though right now. I wasn't, so you don't even know how leader-esque that is for you to even understand that and be bold enough to ask that question around us. Go ahead, man.
Well, I'll say this much. You actually started the process of healing by just communicating how you were feeling.
That's right, that's right.
That was the most important step. And understand that if you are in the military and you are sent to a area where there's some conflict, you're offered treatment for PTSD and all these other things, but people have failed to realize that there are a lot of young African American children running through the neighborhoods that suffer from PTSD because they're living in wartime conditions.
And don't even know.
And don't even know it. So my thing is, it starts one at a time. You know, Ecclesiastes states that give a man a fish and feed him for a day, teach him to fish and feed him for a lifetime. So my thing is, each and every one of you in here are a vessel for change. Each and every one, even if you don't see the change immediately, stop looking for instant gratification. You know, it's taken a long time for the situation to get like this, and it's not gonna change overnight. But what will change it is a concerted, constant attitude that says, I will not be part of the problem, I'll be part of the solution. And also encourage your friends, your family members to talk about how they feel. A lot of people do things because they're angry, because they feel like they have no outlet. And sometimes a conversation can prevent a war.
I'm gonna add to it, man. I'm probably the closest to y'all age than most people on this panel, so I'm gonna explain it, right?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes, sir. Yes,
That was a
sir.
shock.
All right. I felt that though.
I look how I look.
Crazy.
I didn't have no father. My dad was locked up. He sold drugs. All my brothers been shot at and shot and killed. I'm from New Orleans, right? And I had the same mentality. You don't have your pops, man. And then when my pops got out, he wasn't really reaching out to me. That did something to me. You got a single mother, but you really ain't listening to her because that's not who you looking for. You know what I mean? You going to school, man. You got friends and you got homies that snake you. You go through things and you lose, at a certain point, you lose yourself. That trust, like, man, they backdoor you, so now I'm a backdoor. You see what I'm saying? They slime me, so I'm slime. You feel me? That's real. For me, I had to look within self, right? I had to see, damn, why am I feeling this way? Because I was a delinquent. I used to get in trouble. Golden Child know me. I used to get in trouble all the time in school.
Right.
If I wouldn't have joined the Nation of Islam, I would be in jail or dead right now. That's a fact. Scamming, I don't believe in self-snitching, but I knew some people who scam. That's all I'm gonna say, right? You see what I'm saying? So, and you get in trouble in certain things, and you upset with your homies because you don't get your curve or something. So now you gotta do something about it because your manhood is tested. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan teaches that damn near 100% of our conflict could be resolved if we take ego out of it. So if you just, somebody talk to you crazy and try to test your manhood, you know what? You know better. You know what you're capable of. Like, I could really do something to this man right now. I could really, you feel me, go get that and take care of it, but is it worth it? It's not worth it. You greater than that.
Right.
The Honorable Mr. Louis Farrakhan teaches that the moment that you think that you're better than somebody, that's the moment you become less than them. So I had to start becoming humble. It was hard. I'm looking at myself, I'm thinking I'm handsome. Women texting me all type of stuff, and you just accepting it. You as a young man, or I'm just being real with you, because I can see that's what you're looking for. Don't worry about nothing else, man. Look at yourself, right? See what your problem is and address it. Like, don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Like, that's the problem in black communities, right? We're taught that, we're just gonna be playing, right? In the white communities, you have a problem, they go to therapy. They go to therapy, right? With us, man, oh, you soft, you sissy, we ain't doing all of that, now they tighten up. Man, that's backwards, bro. If you feel some type of way, acknowledge it and go address it. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with being strong, like, you feel me? Ain't nothing wrong with feeling some type of way. You an artist. Man, I'm gonna be real, bro. Just not a year ago, smoking weed, drinking lean, popping perks, 10, 15, 20, that's real. And I know a few of y'all probably involved in that. But when you look at it, why am I doing this? It's because you feeling some type of way, you hurt, and you ain't got nobody to talk to. You hitting the mic, but you got stuff in you, but you don't really know how to express it, so I'm finna get high, I'm finna drink, I'm finna pop a perk, because it's gonna release that. You think it's that, but it's really already in you. You see what I'm saying? You're not sick, why you taking that, man? You don't need that. Just be you, you great. Like, you great, man. You great, all of y'all in here great, man.
Right.
Y'all need to know that, like, really feel that, like, I'm him. You feel me? You need to know you him.
I'll reserve my comments. We got one more right here after. Okay.
I got a quick question before you ask your question. How many of y'all feel the same way? How many of y'all feel emotionally and mentally drained? Like, transparent, just raise your hand. I'm tired of this.
Can I raise 2 hands?
Raise it all. We all can raise our hand. So the quickest thing to do is actually to team and get with somebody that you trust. So one, salute to all the leadership that's in the building, all the directors that have brought the students in, but find you somebody that you can trust in. Because we, as black men, don't know how to ask for help. We as black men have to learn how to ask for help. Y'all have to learn how to ask for help. Help is gonna be the key word, because we all need it.
Amen.
It's a village. We were born into a family. So you have to find your source of help. We cannot do anything of our own. You have to find your help. So you have to find that person that you trust, that you can have a conversation with. Hey, look, I'm about to go do this, do that, blah, 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 talk me down. Me, I call my mama and I call my girl. Talk me down to this day. And I'm probably twice y'all age, but we still need it. It's a consistent thing, because life is not a cakewalk, especially for us, for people that look like us. When we get into these different organizations, they treat us a certain type of way. Some of the biggest organizations in the world, they still look at us like this. So we gotta fight for every tooth and nail and everything we get. And it can be draining, but you gotta have that source of help, that source of people that's gonna back you, that support system. Find y'all help. If it's a peer, a family member, a friend, a mentor, a coach. How many of y'all fatherless? How many of y'all don't know y'all dead? Find somebody. Find a peer, an uncle, anybody in your neighborhood that you can go and speak to and that can pour into you, because we all get drained at the end of the day. Go ahead, Big Homie, my bad.
And to make sure you introduce yourself, sir. My content guy.
Y'all hear me? My name David, right? So me, it was tough. It was tough growing up. Been through a lot of problems. All this and all that. So look, me, it's like, as I'm growing up, it was tough for me because I got like a lot of hostility in me. Like, if I said it right. So it's like, when I come around people like people I don't know, like, you could be like from another hood or something, and like, it's just like how you be, like how y'all other Chicago, like how other people, like y'all know how we is out here, so it's like, Y'all walk past them and it's like, boom, who you, where you from? It's like that hostile, you feel me? And that's with me. Like, I've been through a lot of problems. I faced other people going through problems, like, you know, going neck and neck with people, and like, that kind of get to me. Internet, social media, that's another thing. Females, that's another thing. All that, a dream. You gotta think about it, the bigger picture. I'm gonna talk about social media first. Now, when it's social media, it's like beef. You know, you beef with people. You got people that wanna kill you, that wanna threat you. Well, if it's not even just that, it's like the fake beef. You fake internet beef, you feel me? And I'm gonna just keep it a buck. You know, people go through that. And I understand how it is. It's the community we in. It's the things we see. We see so much killing, so much drug abuse, this and that. Like, for our generation, I feel like we all could be something bigger and better than what we want to be. Like, outside of what we, you know? So it's like, what I want to do, I want to be able to help the community, you feel me? Like, I want to be able to do what my man Twan doing and come back, come around, give out hand, you feel me? Just bless people, like real life, put people on that need, that want it for real. Cause I know how people live. People probably ain't got no bed right now. Y'all probably sleeping on air mattresses, you feel me? Making beds, making little, you feel me? Probably a tent in your crib, you feel me? So it's just like, whatever y'all going through, bro, like, let it go. Whatever beef y'all in, let it go. Whatever, like, anything, like, do something that'll make y'all good, like a better y'all. Do something positive for y'allself, you feel me? Cause I ain't gonna lie, I could have been a bad predicament. I could have lost my life, you feel me? Don't nobody know that. Y'all don't know what other people go through, you feel me?
Right.
So it's just like they were saying back here, you never know what people go through, so just have a connection with other people, you feel me? Talk to other people, see how they is, see how they life. Like, you know the pros and the cons of a person. You ain't gotta know too much detail about a person, but at least talk to somebody. Like, you could tell if a person needs some type of help or something. Like, if you know a person not feeling in their ways, when they move, they have a mood swing, like, just talk to them. Like, hey bro, like, you good, bro? Like, it's something you need, like help somebody out, man. And like, for all our people, I just want to say, man, like, I got you. Like, for our people, I just want to say, like, just do better, bro. Like, do something good for y'all life, bro. Don't waste y'all energy, man. Please, I'm telling y'all this for a reason. So just do bigger and better. And we can go, man. That's right.
Thank you. I try to make sure and leave some extra time for us to be able to answer all questions. You go ahead and turn the mic off. To all my panelists, I want to say thank you. Real quick, the person that I was talking about earlier, I just want to give a little acknowledgement before we do our workshops. President Saunders, the guy that's responsible for this whole thing, the guy that helped me through this, the guy that's the reason that I'm here, the guy that helped me get this thing and push it through. I'm so thankful to you. I appreciate you, President. I love you, President. If we could just give him a round of applause.
Let me say one quick thing. We're here to put our arms. We're here to put our arms around you, right? Trust and believe. Trust and believe. Everything that y'all going through, I've been through for real. So we got your back for real. Y'all got my phone number on there. Y'all need anything, any kind of help, get on the right track, get things going, get some guap, get something going. Don't hesitate to call me. I'll meet you where you at and I'll come and get you. That I promise you.
So next up, one of the things that I feel is lacking in our community I have a few people who was gonna do workshops here, and I wanna give them an introduction. They're gonna come and introduce themselves real quick and what they do. And